So we just want to take a minute and talk about really the meat of our group program is called StrongFit. And what this is basically 3 days a week. We have a lot of different time options and those are available on our website. But what we cover after a nice, move well, warm up with these different movement patterns and kind of as needed, everybody has their own little pieces of what they're working on. So as much as we can, it's kind of an oxymoron, but we want to customize within the group, have progressions and regressions, all of our coaches, again, off of those principles in StrongFirst and the functional movement systems. And then we work on a specific skill for about 5 minutes. We work on this power mobility block, so every class has some element of power, and we splice in these mobility, these movement patterns in there really nicely. And then we move on to our strength portion for about 20 minutes. And again, those are also spliced with different mobility things. The armoring is a fun section. You get a little bit more of a pump and burn. You're moving a little faster, filling in the gaps with some training areas that you probably wouldn't normally do on your own. Add some volume that's going to help kind of overall with the program. The finisher, also known as dessert, is usually a nice kettlebell movement. We do a lot of crawling, so that fast pace, feel the burn. You end up with a nice feel to that. Again, everything's progressed and regressed within your level. So, for example, a new person with some movement issues going on, maybe some injury or just very new to exercise, they could come into a class potentially and they're going to squat with, say, a bodyweight movement. Someone who's a little more advanced will be using something like our kettlebells, of course, one of the meat of our program pieces. And then an advanced person who really wants all the elements of strength would work into a barbell movement on, say, a front squat, a bodyweight squat to a kettlebell double squat to an actual barbell. So nice little transition, all within the same class, all elements of fitness addressed within each class really. And that can be done, in that small group, really friendly, welcoming environment. So we usually have no more than about 8 people per class. We also have our kettlebell class, you can see over here. It's very simplified and to the point. Again, the right people, right fit. We want to make sure people are ready to do those classes, and then they're very fast paced, usually on a timer or some kind of round and time oriented area. Classes again around 8 people per class, and it really has a nice flow to it. A little shorter class, around 35 to 45 minutes, straight to the point, more conditioning, interval related. Again, choosing a lot of kettlebell, just like it sounds. Kettlebell metabolic conditioning is the idea there. And that's 2 days a week, usually on Tuesdays and Fridays. So we like 2 days a week for a lot of people with their conditioning options, 3 days for the meat of their strength program. Also have some different open gym times, and as people have interests, needs, or whatever along the way, we kind of segue in from private training or back out of sometimes the group classes and do traditional one-on-one training for different schedules and needs, and also offer this really unique option that works well for semi-private training, and that can be usually 2 to 4 people. They can have totally different goals and have their own space in the gym and flow at their own customized program based on their goals, based on movement screening, things like that, where all of our coaches can pick up that program, they know the exercise, they know the person, and be able to work with them on those areas in a very small group, 2 to 4 people, and really works well at different times of days. They can flex into different classes. So really all the good things, all the synergy of things that are available within the fitness industry, taken and distilled down into what we really feel is most effective, really results driven, safe, and community oriented as well. So you see it last little bit on our community piece, our kind of fun pieces too. We always want people to have that purpose, have some little incentives. We want to ask, generally, how did they get better? What's their why? And you'll see people have all different reasons. So just because we value one part, of course, we want to look at what our core values are, but you'll see all different things like, went up on some heavy ass carries, better digestion. You see it kind of across the board. Feel the fire again. So fun little pieces there. And last little piece here, we want to talk about what it means to be strong. So this actually is more objective way of looking at strength and really looking at the total package. We have some elements. So the crawling is a unique thing you won't usually see in most cases. The swing test or the snatch test on these different standards for men or women. So empowering standards is what we really feel within a year, most people not having injuries and training consistently should be able to get to these standards. And again, that means lower risk. They're going to feel good on the slopes, on the golf course, just look good, feel good kind of thing. And then the game changer is somebody who wants to push beyond that, willing to put in some extra work and consider kind of walking to that edge of challenging their performance. And those are those standards as well. These are available on our website, again, for men and women, and just gives some purpose and backbone to those things. So say for women, getting that first strict pull-up, that's an empowered standard. Getting to 3 pull-ups is a game changer and not something everybody's going to achieve or going to want to achieve. So again, give us some substance and context to what we're doing and go from there.